Hi, Anshu Sharma here. Welcome and my love to all of you. We continue our series on mind modifications, vigilance, practice, and dispassion. In spiritual practice, there is a huge importance given to practice, vigilance, and dispassion. Vigilance is alertness. With alertness, we observe our mind modifications. Practice is needed to observe changing moods of the mind. Constantly with vigilance and dispassion. Dispassion is freedom from strong emotions, so you can be rational, impartial, and calm. Dispassion is not falling into distractions of likes and dislikes and not falling into temptations. We are into mind's coloring when we fall into distractions, temptations, and identifications. It is then pure intelligence takes a form with a thought, emotion, or experience. We become polarized and we start experiencing duality. Why there is an importance of practice? Practice is needed to remain in pure awareness that carries pure intelligence. It is then we see energy in its purest form. This is pure consciousness, pure knowing. You may call it God, you may call it Christ consciousness, Krishna consciousness, diamond light, or whatever else you may feel like. We need both practice and dispassion. Practice is an expression, a forward movement in consciousness, while dispassion is not falling into identification of either of an experiencer or an object being experienced. We attach no personal subjective likes and dislikes. We attach no labels or judgment. Next time, if you fall sick, you lose a job or a relationship, or you win a lottery, see it as a pure intelligent experience. An experience containing learning. Do not see yourself with your colored glasses as a victim or a winner. Statements like, I am connected to eternal, undivided, purest consciousness, or I am one pure, ever existing conscious being, or I am pure, conscious cosmic energy, have to be repeated along with deep knowing till they take the firm root. Continuous practice is required in order to stand firm in our understanding. Our understanding, that is cosmic intelligence, undivided, is all there is. All living and non-living things are connected to it. We need practice because we forget it. And again we come into coloring and identification with mind's modifications. When we forget, our actions originate from ignorance and not from the real truth. We come under the influence of mental programming, doubts and psychological habits. For example, instead of knowing your real nature as pure conscious energy, you identify yourself as being a victim. All your thoughts, emotions, and experiences will combine forces to prove it to you that you are a victim. Universe will make sure you remain a victim because you have chosen your identification. Yes, you can feel like a victim sometimes, but that is mind's modification which comes and goes on the screen of your mind. This is not your permanent identity. You always revert back to your pure identity, your true identity of being a pure conscious being. Dispassion and cravings. Dispassion is directly opposite to cravings. In cravings, your mind runs outside, while in dispassion, all the cravings and desires get directed inwards. In dispassion, wisdom takes over. Wisdom directs you. Wisdom applies moderation and restraint. You can have that piece of chocolate or a cake, but wisdom says have it in moderation. Now the question comes, how do we apply dispassion and avoid distracting influences, illusions, or false identities? Whenever we come under the influence of strong emotions, cravings for objects, or feverishness of acquiring things or controlling people or things, we stop. We just stop. In all these situations, energy flows outwards. We stop and question, why am I feeling like this? Stop, reflect and meditate. Write down what you feel inside if you may. The flow of energy will immediately change direction from outside to inside. Bring a famous picture of Krishna pulling and restraining the horses on the battlefield in your mind. You are studying your own mind now. With practice, you will be able to see the storms of rising emotions, thoughts, and images on the screen of your mind. Initially, it may be difficult staying grounded, but stay firm and observe. Keep observing. This is neither suppression nor expression. Your mind is studying itself. A space is created in between you, the observer, and the screen of your mind. This space which is created is filled with self-awareness. And self-awareness will increase. With continued practice, right in the middle of a situation, you will be able to pull back the outward flowing energies and hold them inside. You will be able to apply restraint and moderation. This is self-control. You will know how much and when to speak and when to become silent. You will learn how to use your senses with self-control and in moderation. You will learn how to control and direct your emotions. That madness, senselessness, and agitated cravings and violent emotions will go away. That craving of possessing an object will go away. The natural enjoyment of things will remain. Your experiences will be pure, fresh, and uncontaminated with hopes, wishful thinking, imaginations, and fears. Your vision will be clear. Till you are firm in acquiring a clear vision at all times, you will have to work. Else, doubts, misunderstandings, and understandings will remain. You will get both clear visions of awakenings and lapses of ignorances. You will come under egoic identification, separation, and fears. You have to be firm in understanding of your real nature at all times. And this will require time and practice. True dispassion is when all your desires and cravings re-enter oneself and return to the source. Your intelligence becomes free from coloring and identification. All your experiences blend and there is nothing called pleasure and there is nothing called pain. You start to see all your experiences as complementary to each other. All dualities and polarities merge in unity consciousness. You rest in peace and you rest in knowing. And then you operate from this place. Your vision is clear, your mind is calm, and your senses are in your control. So that's the state we are looking to be established in. Till we get to this state, we need to practice. Thanks for listening. Please leave your comments. If you are experiencing any emotional, relationship, or financial problems, you may benefit from the course on emotional integration and transformation available on my website www.anshusharma9d.com. Till we meet again, take care